welcome to Stamping with Ian. Today I've got a beautiful project for you. I'm casing one of my favourite Stampin' Up demonstrators, which is Scrimpingmommy, otherwise known as Amanda Charlesworth. I'll put a link to her YouTube down below. This is my version of the card. It's very similar. It's almost identical, in fact. What I've done, I've changed the paper and the colour. Amanda did hers in Rococo Rose. Sadly, I'm out of Rococo Rose cardstock at the moment. I need to do an order. So I've done this one in Merry Merlot. And I think it looks very beautiful, actually. I've also done the inside, which is most unlike me, I'll be honest. But I'm going to do it again for you now, kind of live. Well, we're in this premiere. Hello, and hello if you've joined me, by the way, for the premiere. I'm going to do this one in Night of Navy. So I have a Night of Navy card base, standard A6, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored and folded at 4 1/8. I have two Vogue Vanilla mats, both same size, both. That's a very good question, Ian. Where's the ruler? I'm doing this in imperial, I'm afraid. I know a lot of you are metric now. I'm not. Sadly, this is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So it just fits nicely with a nice border, not too thin. You know, I do like a thin border every now and again, but not in this case. The one on the inside, which doesn't have a mark on it, that'll be going inside. This one does have a bit of, oh no, it's come off. There we go. This one we're going to be stamping on. And this is the paper that we're going to be tearing up and distressing. So, I've got my stamps mounted. I've got some snail. I could use liquid glue as well. I do have some Tombow. We've finally got Tombow in Europe. Oh dear me, this has been such a nightmare. I tell you, I cannot tell you what a nightmare this has been to be without my favourite liquid glue. Although I do use other liquid glues as well, which are also available. So let's stick this, let's stamp this first. I need a bit of scrap paper, which I don't have to hand. Surprise, surprise. You know, I'm normally quite well prepared, he says, lying convincingly. Where's my... I need a bit of that just to fold over and stamp on. Oh, sadly, my better half has been tidying up, and I can't get it what I want. Yeah. Oh dear me. Right. I don't like using this because this is, I've got some other. Actually, I've got the old grid paper. Actually, let's have a piece of that. Here we go. Chaos reigns as usual. Alright, there we go. This is our standard grid paper. This was something special, which I bought a pad of it because I think it's really, really pretty. So I'm just going to fold this over so we get lots of different sides to stamp on. That's what I'm going to be stamping off on. So the inside, we'll get our Night of Navy. One of my favourite colours this is. And we'll get our flower, and we're just going to go all round. Does this need re-inking? I hope not. Oh, there we go. So I'm just going to go round. Do it on the bit of paper you're supposed to be doing it on, Ian. Gordon Bennett. Oh dear me. There we go. again. Lovely jubbly. And once more. Love, love, love. Give that a bit of a waft. And then we'll stick some snail on it. And that can go inside. Just like that. Lovely, that's the inside done. Now a spot of stamping on the outside. This is our text. And I'm going to stamp it 3 times. So once, twice, 3 times. I might do a 4th. Should I do a 4th one? Yeah, just fill in that little bit. Now we get our flower. Give it a good ink because I want this nice and dark. And that's going to go in the corner on top. Like so, lovely. Love, love, love. Now then, now we get to our perfume bottles. This is so pretty. I love this set. I'm definitely not getting rid of this one ever. Here you go. That's what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look at that. A beautiful person like you deserves a beautiful day like this. How lovely is that, eh? I'll go the way around, actually, you know. There we go. I want this faint, so I'm going to stamp off and then stamp it in this corner, like so. Lovely. It's a little bit on the wonk, but not too bad. Now we get to some sponging. Let's find a bluish sponge. There we go. That'll do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sponge around the outside. So just in a nice circular motion, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover our ink up because we're going to do a bit of distressing. Ink on the finger. Gordon Bennett. I've got a bit of a distressing tool here. You can use scissors, whatever you want. I just have to like this. Yeah, you can definitely use snips for this or something. Lovely. Then what we're going to do again is we're going to sponge again, just on these kind of just on the edge, just where we've kind of been distressing. Adds a bit of something, don't you think? Okay, I might just a bit more in that corner. Lovely. Put that away. I'm going to need that again in a minute. what we're going to do next is we're going to distress our bits here. And then bring your sponge back because you've not done with it, Ian. Let's put some sponging on the side there. Okay, lovely. Now for this one. Oh, a little behind. Yeah, a little behind. Snails run out, so a liquid glue, splodge, splodge, splodge. Okay, and I'll sponge this one up. Sponging really adds a completely different dimension to your project. Okay, and this one, you kind of go just off like that. Yeah, spot on. And there we have it. We're now going to attach that to that, like so. So, plenty of the old liquid glue. And put it kind of level, you know. Oops. So, a bit of a tidy up, and that's the one I made earlier, and this is the one I've just made for you now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you to Scrimpingmommy for the inspiration. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm looking to get to 1,000 so I can do live videos just for you. Okay, and press the notification bell, ding 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 ding, and you'll always know when there's a new project for you to watch. And you can also set a reminder as well on the premieres. They're always premieres, by the way, always 8 o'clock, and usually Wednesdays and Fridays UK time. So thank you again. Whatever you're doing today, have a lovely time, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye now.